Hi, my dear students. How are you today? Today, I'm going to teach you how to download images, how to edit them in Canvas so we can use them in our video game. And first of all, my dear students, I'm so sorry that I couldn't record this video because I couldn't speak very well yet. But I think that today you're going to be able to listen to me much better. Thank you for your patience. And I'm going to show you my example. And here, this is my video game. I selected a background related to the kitchen because I like to cook. And my player is the blender, which is in the bottom of the background. And you're going to be able to move it to the right or to the left using the right and the left arrow in your keyboard. And the bananas that are falling from the top is the enemy. But you're going to be able to select whatever background you like and whatever player and whatever enemy, okay? In the upper left corner, my dear students, we are going to be able to see the score that we have here. And, well, this is the example. Let me stop running the example because now I would like to, wait, my dear students, I did, but I didn't stop running it. Sorry. And now, something important, my dear students, I want you to focus in the left panel where we usually have our .py files. And above the touch blocks .c.py, which is the code that I was showing you right now, I have other folder, and the name of this folder is assets. How are you going to use it? Or how are you going to create it? In our Python games folder, besides we have the new file, but this is not a file, but we are going to select new folder, like this one, okay? And there you are going to type assets. I'm going to type escape because I already have it. Okay, and inside assets, we are going to place all the images that we are going to use. For the case of the player and the enemy, or any other asset that you are going to use and it's going to keep moving in your video game, it must be a .png image, okay? The background could be a PNG or also a JPG, or JPEG, because it's not necessary for us to convert the background as a transparent background, as we have to do it with the player and the enemy, okay? Then let's go to internet here, to my browser. And I would like to show you some pages where you can get images for free. No, it's not this one, my dear students. This is other thing. So here we have, the first one is Kene, which is from kene.nl. And here you're going to be able to find some backgrounds for free, bags for your video games. And other is this one, opengameart.org. Okay, the same. You can go and check what you have there. You are going to be able to find backgrounds or images for free. Not all of them are for free, but you can look for the ones that are for free. Here we have other about monsters. This is monopixelart.itch.io. And here I found also this one. The name is PNG3. And here you are going to be able to find PNG images for free. And also, that's it. But I have other one. Let me open this one, which is Pixabay. And in Pixabay, you also, I think for me, it's easier to find images for free in Pixabay. But if you want to try the other one, the previous ones that I mentioned, it's perfect, my dear students. And here, if you type in Pixabay in the browser of Pixabay, if you type arcade games, you're going to be able to find images Some of them are for free, some of them no, but you have many things that you could find here. Let's select this one, the Mario Bros. Okay, let me click on it. And then we just click where it says download, the button. And it says it's going to be downloaded as a JPG of the size. It's okay, download it. Important, my dear students, do not click where it says edit image with Canva, because this Canva is opening me my personal account, which is not the pro account. I have my pro account as a tech teacher, and you have your pro account as a tech student. So I rather to download it, and then I'm going to show you here, my dear students. Now, once you are in your Canva Pro student tech account, you are going to be able to upload it and edit it here in Canva, but as a pro, because as a pro, you are going to be able to download your images as PNG images, which are the ones that we need. Okay. So how are we going to upload it to Canva so we can edit it and then download it as a PNG with no background, so we can like install it in the folder assets that we have in our project. Remember, in our Python games folder. So first of all, we have to edit the image. We are going to change the size, and we're going to delete the background. So click in the left panel that we have here in the upper part. It says create. Click on it, and then go down and select the option that says upload, like a cloud, like a little cloud that we have here. And then you're going to be able to see this button that says upload files. Click in that button and then check. This is the PNG. No, it is a JPG image. Okay, the one that we downloaded from Pixabay. Click open. So we can open it here in Canva, and then edit the image because we want to edit the image. We just want to have the image of Mario Bros, but not the background, okay? And check, my dear students, this is nice. In the left panel that you have here, you are going to be able to do many, many editions. And in this case, this is like magic. It says Quita Fondos. And this is for pro accounts, okay? So click, that's why this is important to use your Student Tech Pro account. Click where it says Quita Fondos. I mention it in Spanish because it is in Spanish and I don't want you to click any other or something different, okay? And check, voila, my dear students. Now our background have been deleted magically. And we have to change the size as well. So let's see. Okay, I'm going where it says cut, because I don't want to be like this size. Okay, so I'm going to cut it like this. I'm going to get very close to Mario Bros. Because imagine that Mario Bros is skipping obstacles, and we don't want to touch an obstacle with this extra space, okay? Good. Once you're done with this, let me check if we have an option to change the size. Okay, just ready. Excellent. And then in case, let me check how we're going to save it. Okay, save it. In the upper right corner, sorry, my dear students, I click a button that says save, and it says, excellent, the changes have been saved. And check now, we have our original image with Mario Bros and the background, and now we have Mario Bros, only Mario Bros. If you want to change the size, click in the three dots that we have in the upper right corner. And again, we can select edit image. It is thinking. With my dear students, because I cannot. Let me click on the image, just like that. It says open in the editor. This is the one that I wanted, okay? Did you see how? If you couldn't see, go back in the video so you could open it like this, because it's important that we have this option. In the upper almost left corner, well, not in exactly in the corner, it says redimensionar, okay? So this is for us to change the size. And let me check which is the size. Also, you can select, if you need a specific size, my dear students, you can select here where it says tamaño personalizado. And right now it has 370 times 723 pixels. Okay. Imagine that we want it to be like, okay, let's leave it like that and let's see how it looks like in the, but usually for my example about the blender and the banana, I was using, in this case, more or less 40 times. It was a tiny Mario Bros. 40 and 70. Copy and resize could be. Copiar y redimensionar. And it is changing. And it gives us the option that says open in the size that we selected. It's going to be a little one, okay? Good. I think that's okay. And now, my dear students, we are going to download it so we can use it. Remember that it shouldn't have the background, okay? So click, and this is important that you do the following. Clicking compartir and share. Go scroll down, and then we're going to be able to see the option that says descargar, load. Click in download and check that now it says suggested PNG, and this is the one that we need because PNG is the format that supports no transparency in the background. That's why. But in order to get a transparent background, we are going to use this one, Fondo Transparente. Okay? And then click in download. It is downloading. I didn't save it with any name, but we can change it. Let's go to downloads. Okay, and this is the original one, the one that we downloaded from Pixabay. And this is the one that we edit with the size and everything in Canva. And it's going to be saved with the same name that we have in the code, which is that name. Let's go. And remember that Mario could be the player. And in this case, should be like this one, player with no capital letter, my dear students, .png. Okay, we have to name it exactly the same way. Now, let's go here to our file explorer, and we have to name it as player.py. Enter. just to be sure, player dot, I know this is not dot py, my dear students, it's player dot png, enter. Now, this is the correct, and where are we going to save it? We're going to Control X, this one, the player.png image, and you go and look for your Python games in the desktop. Remember that we have it in the desktop. Let me look for my Python games folder and check that I'm going to see that I already created the assets folder. If you haven't created it in Visual, go and create it, as I told you, okay? Remember, it is in the same line where you have the Python games folder. You select new folder option, and you're going to create this one, the assets. Once you type assets, enter, assets with capital letter A. So you can see this assets folder in your Files Explorer. Double click so you can enter and check, my dear students. This one is player. And it has no background. Just let me check that its name is .png here. Check that the .png is not appearing here, but it indeed is the .png. So maybe, let me check if I Control V. My dear students, careful. We are going to delete the .png. Okay, it doesn't have any .png here. Let me try to upload it because I want to be sure. Let me upload it here. I'm going to name it Mario because I already have a player in my. Please, you are not going to name it Mario, okay? This is just like a test. Check that. That's what I wanted to check. If I see it here, yes, I have it here, but I have a double .png. So what we have to do is to name it just player, okay, with no .png. Sorry, I was opening it, but now I'm going to delete the .png and I'm going to leave it just like Mario. And if I go back to my Visual Studio Code, it's going to appear .png because it is already the format PNG in the image. Okay, is it clear, my dear students? Check. In your File Explorer, inside the Assets folder, you need to have it as a player, just player, not .png, okay? So when it is like, when it appears in our Visual Studio Code in our project, it's going to appear with the .png automatically, but you just name it as a player. Okay, I'm going to delete Mario. It doesn't matter if you have an extra image here in your assets folder, it's okay. But the important thing is that when calling the image in our code, you call it with the proper name. That in this case is the player.png. Okay, good. This is the player. And the same way you are going to download the background. Okay, and you are going to place it here as background because we're calling it as background.png. But select the one that you want, download it if you want to edit it. Important thing. In order to edit the size of the background, we're setting here in the code that the size is width 800 and height 600, okay? So that's the way we should have. Let's go back to our Pixabay. And now Close this. If we look for arcade games, okay. Well, you can download it from Pixabay or any other. Okay, my dear students, so here we're looking for the background, and I am in Pixabay. I haven't found any background like a video game, like the ones that we have here or here. But I am going to use this one so you could see how to change the size of the background. Click on it. This is for free. In Pixabay, if you have to pay for the image, it appears here, but please do not buy any image. Just select the ones that you have for free. I'm going to click download. This is going to be a JPG format. It's okay. Click where it says download. It is downloading. Now let me check. I'm going to my downloads. Let me delete this one because it's this one. Game of Thrones. It is this one. Sorry, it's because I was checking if it could work, and yes. So this is the one that I already downloaded, and I'm going to save it as, remember, background. With no .png or JPG, because it's going to be downloaded from Canva as a PNG. So we're going to open this one in Canva so we can edit it. To change to Canva. Remember that in Canva we have our Mario Bro. And in order to open here the background, click in the left panel in the upper part, we have the create button. Then you scroll down and click where you have the little cloud that says upload. And here we have to click upload files. We are going to select the background, open. And then it's already here as part of your, what happened? Let me upload it again. Sorry, my students, I think I was omitting one step. Background, okay, open. And we're going to edit the image. Okay, but we don't have here the option to resize it, okay? Let's see if we click create a new design. Excellent, it's this one. So you have to create a new design because that way we're going to be able to see this button that says resize or redimensional. Click on it. And then click where it says tamaño personalizado, custom size. And here you're going to be able to see which is the original size, 1280 times 848. And we're going to change it to 800. Why? times 600. Why, my dear students? Because it's the size, if we go back to our code, this is the size that we have here, okay, in our code. So let's go back here, and we're going to click where it says copiar y redimensionar. Copy and resize. And then it says open the new size. Yes, open it with the new size. And just to be sure that everything fits in the screen, check that it is a little smaller than the background. I'm going to make it a little bigger so it could fit perfectly. And once we have it like that, we're going to download it. But this is now the size that we need. And scroll down a little bit and select the option that says download. And it's going to be downloaded as a PNG. If you click here, you're going to have more options. But this is the one that we need, PNG. It also could be, in this case, as you see, it's the back. And we don't need any transparency in the background as the player or the enemy. It could be a JPG as well, but we are going to leave it as PNG. And then you're just going to click where it says download. The image of your background is downloading, and we're going to be able to place it in the assets folder, in the Python games folder. Okay, let's go back to our file explorer, and now the name is this one, and it's mentioning that it is the correct size. In order not to get confused, I'm going to erase the previous one. And this one, I'm going to name it just background. I start this one. Double click. Backgrounds. And I'm going to place it in our folder, in our assets folder in the Python games folder, which is where we have our project. Control X. And then I go and look in my desktop, my Python games here, in the assets folder, and here, Control V. It's because it is already, it already exists because I already have a background, but paste it here. That way you are going to be able to see it. If you go to your Visual Studio Code, here you're going to be able to see the background, and the .png is going to be applied automatically. Remember, you're going to see the player, and you're going to be missing only the enemy, which the name is going to be, in that case, the block. Okay? And name it as the block, and it's going to keep working perfectly. And that's it, my dear students, for this lesson. And this is not difficult. Try to do it and have it ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow we are going to keep working with functions. This is going to be interesting. Think hard. How from this code where we have no functions, this is the main code. Okay, how from here, from this code, how we're going to be able to create functions that could be called in the main code when we need it, when we need them. Okay. Thank you very much, my dear students. Have a very nice day, and see you tomorrow. Take care.